So a black teen was wrongly arrested for his mother's attempted S, right? And he's been awarded 130k. But when you see this video, it's probably going to anger you. So trigger warning, right? But I don't know. Do the police just need to be... Do they need training all over again or something? Let's get into the video.
110. Sir, listen.
Let me see, can I see?
Who is she to you? Right, listen, what's your name? Tyrone, listen.
Daryl, don't call me Tyrone.
Daryl, listen to me. We need to let the paramedic do some work.
Please.
Right, so you don't want to see your mum like this at the moment. So stay with your dad for me. Stay with your dad. Let me help the paramedic, okay?
Put your hands. Arrest me for what?
Based on the fact we don't know what's happened and this lady's been seriously injured.
Why am I getting arrested? I wasn't even here.
Listen to me.
Why am I getting arrested?
Stop pulling away, this isn't helping.
Why am I getting arrested?
Based on the facts we know.
Why am I getting arrested? What have I done?
Listen to me, I'm trying to talk to you.
I wasn't even here.
I'm trying to talk to you. Listen to me. Right. At this moment in time, I'm arresting you on suspicion of attempted murder.
I wasn't even here.
Listen to me.
I wasn't even here.
The grounds are...
Why am I getting
You didn't have to say
arrested?
anything, but it may harm.
So just so you're aware, right, this case has turned into a discrimination case. Obviously, you saw from the video. How did they arrest this kid, bro? The kid's obviously hysterical, yeah? His mom is in danger. His mom is literally about to pass away I don't know if she's on the ground, I don't know, right? But I don't understand. Like, they're saying that there's a woman here that's been seriously injured and the first thing you think to do is arrest her son. He's already introduced himself as her son. He's there with his dad and they've arrested this young man, this poor young man, right? Literally based on the colour of his skin. They even got his name wrong. They called him Tyrone, right? His name's not Tyrone. Right? I know he's black, but not everyone who's black is named Tyrone. Right? But, so this is the article, right? This is the article. Right, so black teen wrongly arrested over mother's S attempt wins payout of 130k from Met Police. This was a few days ago on The Independent, guys. Right? So it says the jury finds that the officers discriminated against Daryl McLoon because of his race. Like, this is disgusting, guys. So you saw, there was a video that... I put out the other day of the police manhandling a 5-year-old boy. Not long before that, we have the whole Henry Novak case where the police arrested a dying man, bro. Like, what's going on with the police, guys? Is this how is this the UK now? Is this what's going on in the UK? What is going on? So the police who arrested an innocent black teenager for the attempted murder of his mother, moments after she attempted to take her own life, will now have to pay up to £130,000 in compensation. The jury concluded that the officers discriminated against the 16-year-old due to his race. Daryl McLoon, a diligent student with great grades, no prior police contact, was arrested and held for 23 hours in July 2021. So, hold on. 23 hours, guys. This poor young man he's literally turned up there, out of breath, probably ran to the scene. Someone probably called him and says, yo, your mum, all right? And while that's going on, you're going to arrest a man and dash him in a cell for 23 hours. No evidence, no explanation. You could be a suspect. You could be a suspect. It's his mother. His mother is, I don't know whether the mum's got mental health. The mother is reportedly alive and well. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But I'm sure she's alive and well, right? So at the time she had attempted to unalive herself, right? But she's alive and well, right? But at the time, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know what's going on. Cut off from the world, in a jail cell, arrested. He knows he's innocent. He knows he's going to get out. But the injustice, guys, the injustice is mad. He said he had returned to his South London home to find paramedics attending to his mother, Annette McLoon, following her S attempt. Just 26 minutes later, he was handcuffed and taken into custody on suspicion of her attempted murder. Harrowing bodycam footage presented in court captured the teenager collapsing to the ground, repeatedly crying, "I wasn't even here," as he was arrested. He subsequently sued the Metropolitan Police. I want to bring you back to the video, guys.
Okay.
Arrest me for what?
Based on the fact we don't know what's happened and this lady's been seriously injured.
Arrested for? Why am I getting arrested?
Look at the shock in his face. Like, this is not acting. You know, he's not a trained actor, right? He's not, as well, I'm assuming he's not a trained actor, right? But the shock on my man's face when he's arrested for the attempted harming of his own mother is just horrible to see, bro. Horrible to see. No one should have to go through that. No one should have to go through that. The police, he should have got more than 130k. To be honest, they should give him more than 130k. Says his legal team argued that racially biased officers were too quick to jump to the conclusion that he was a suspect, resulting in the premature criminalization of what was in reality a child in crisis. How old is this guy, bro? How old is he? I don't even know. I don't even know his age. Right, but he's clearly young, right? And it's just, bro, it's a heartbreaking story, bro, to be honest. I hope his mom is like not got like severe mental health. I hope he doesn't have to go through anything like this again, to be honest. It says they contended that because he is black, he was not afforded the compassion due to a grieving child, but was instead perceived as a suspect requiring arrest, cuffing, and control. I don't understand how you got suspect out of that, to be honest. Like, he's identified himself as a concerned son. Yeah, he's there with the dad, right? He's trying to get through so he can see his mom. His mom is going through whatever she's going through, right? And he wants to go, and I understand keeping him back to allow the paramedics to do what they do. But I don't understand the whole arrest. And they were clearly in the wrong. It's clearly discrimination. Well, it's been ruled by a jury as discrimination. The officer's probably just so dumb he couldn't read the room, bro. Now, after a 7-day trial in London, a jury has found that Mr. McLoon was racially discriminated against because in deciding he needed to be arrested, police treated him less favourably than they would have treated a non-black boy. His race had also played a part in the decision to authorise his detention for 23 hours. The jury found in a rare example of a civil court case being decided by a panel of jurors. The decision, as well as findings of false imprisonment, and a breach of his human rights, means that the Met is now liable to make a compensation payout, with Mr. McLoon claiming 130,000. It's quite a bit more of this article to read, but yeah, we'll read a little bit more and then we'll press on. Right? Branding it as an inherently serious case, Mr. McLoon's barristers, Frederick Powell, told the court that the racially motivated intervention by police on what was in fact a personal tragedy had caused an exceptional level of humiliation, distress, and insult to Daryl's dignity. He was trying to come back to help his mom. He ended up being publicly humiliated and cuffed in the street before being dragged to a police station and kept overnight. So I'm trying to highlight the screen. I've been using 2 screens here. Right, he was trying to come back and help his mom. He ended up being publicly humiliated and cuffed in the street before being dragged to a police station and kept overnight. They failed to see the child who was standing in front of them. The police didn't cause the first tragedy that befell Daryl that afternoon, but they did create the second tragedy. In the single most vulnerable moment of his life, they transformed a terrified boy into an attempted murder suspect. That is an injustice that still scars him. Central London County Court heard that Annette McLoon survived but suffered catastrophic injuries after her attempt, having earlier spoken of being in a dark place following the struggles with a C-19 infection. Police had been called to Bembridge House in Iron Mill Road by Mr. McLoon's father, Travaine McLoon, after he found blood in their home and his wife missing, said Mr. McLoon's barrister in opening. She had sustained serious injuries which ultimately put her in hospital for a year, the court heard. A year, bro. This is mad. Police bodycam footage played to the jury, I can't even read, guys, showed the moment Mr. McLoon was arrested, collapsing while questioning why he was being held when he had not even been there. He was later released from custody Less than a week later was informed that no further action will be taken following the discovery of a S note in the flat. We are here to, in the opening case, Mr. Powell told the jury, we are here to seek accountability for what happened to Daryl when he was a 16-year-old. Boy, I think we'll stop there, right? But, yeah, this case is terrible, guys. This case is terrible. He's a 16-year-old boy. A 16-year-old boy. He's a minor, basically. Being arrested for something he didn't do to his own mother. Such a crazy case, bro. This guy should have got more than 130k at the end of the day. But, yeah, it doesn't even say whether the police officers lost his job over that, to be honest. What do you think, guys? Should he lose his job over that? Should he lose his job? That's just bad police work, bro. That's bad. We don't need more police like that. We need less police like that. We need less police like that. Guys, that's all I've got for you in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. I'll see you next time.